Hello everybody and welcome back to Captain Crossbones Cove. So we are currently continuing on from yesterday's episode. We're currently making a quesadilla with a watermelon flavor to it. Does sound really nice. So we are now going to put those there. We want to start boiling at 95. So we are testing out a deep field red malt with a quesadilla hop and watermelon flavoring. In the meantime, we've got yesterday's final batch of what we brewed up was the Paul Brooks Heller. So we've got that underway at the same time as creating a quesadilla. I know that we are short on labels, so we'll grab those and place that there, and we'll grab that there. That's ready for the next batch. Now we haven't got any more crates left at the moment, bar that one that is here. So what we're gonna have to do is run that one. Oh, no we don't, because there's no beer left in there at the minute. Even better. Okay, so both these lagering vats are empty. We'll move our quesadilla to the fermentation. Now let's have a look and see. So our current refreshment is 6, our heaviness 5, lightness 6, acidity 5, sweetness is 6. So we want to now give our it a decent lift with some yeast. But before we do that, let's drop off our crates here at the label machine. We can get those going. How are we looking on labels? We've got 26. I think we are going to need to add some more. Okay, right, so they are done. We'll grab Bavarian yeast. Why have you got a chili aroma there? That needs to go up there. we'll get a yeast well, a fermix, a rustic crown, a wild hop cell also. So we are going to have a look and see what's going to give us our best result. So wild hop cell is going to give us 5 on the refreshment, 1 on heaviness, 3 on lightness, 5 on acidity, and 2 on sweetness. The rustic crown is going to give us 1 on refreshment, 5 on the heaviness, 1 on lightness, 3 on acidity, and 4 on our sweetness. The fermix is going to give us 2 on refreshment, 4 on lightness, 2 on acidity, and 4 on sweetness. Yeast well yeast is going to give us all 2s, and Bavaria Cloud is going to give us 5 refreshment, 1 heaviness, 4 lightness, 2 acidity, and 4 sweetness. So I think personally we're going to do it. We'll go down the route of the best rating. So what shall we do? We'll go so 69, 74, 69, 74. I think we're gonna go down our favorite Bavarian route, or Bavarian Cloud route, because we seem to be doing quite well with that one. Okay, 23, there we go. Just slightly over, but that doesn't matter, we're still in the green. Okay, so we'll place our yeast back down here, and we'll grab those, run those over to here. Okay, now as I say, we don't have any crates left with any bottles, so we've only got, well, we've got that one. But that is not gonna get us very far, so we will now head and get our head down. We'll come over to here. Let's have a look. So we've got Brisbane Ale. We can complete that one. Do that one. We've got another one there that we can complete. too many in it. Okay, that one wants a 50-litre keg. We can't do that because we haven't got that available at the moment. We've got another one there. Okay, so we'll send those off. And we've reached level 11. So we've got Fermix yeast, low quality big bag, medium quality Brisford brown. We now have a pasteurizing fridge, citrus lift yeast, medium quality, and high quality Brisford brown malt. Okay, brilliant. So all those are wanting kegs apart from that one. We're not doing the kegs just yet because we haven't got the stuff to do that. 2,954. Okay, so what we're going to now look at is we're going to look at the bigger setup. We're going to go with the 200 liters. And we'll also grab a fridge for the pasteurizing. Have we got anything? Okay, so we've still got some stuff here that we can sell. Automatic brew and fermentation vats run when an employee is assigned. They require big bags stored in the warehouse. Water is refilled using the refill water button. Paid action. Process parameters are set in the VAT panel. Okay, so at the moment we haven't really got the funding to get these going. There's still just a little bit of work that we need to do, obviously to earn the we need to be able to earn the funds to purchase the big bags. At this moment in time, we just don't have enough for that. So we are gonna need to get quite a bit of stuff done. We'll get our pasteurizing fridge that can sit one here. So that can be put in place. Then we've got a brewing vat. We've also got to organize our crates as well. Don't mind the dog. Okay, so if we go to the shop, we want to grab as many of those as we can. Okay. So this will now head this way, and we'll stack our crates on here. Oop, I still got 2 in the inventory. Okay. Same again. One back, grab those. So we're about to use our cassadia that we've just created. We've got to go and put that from our lagering vat over to the automatic pourer. While we're here as well, we'll grab some water. Okay. Okay, so I've got a lone wolf there. That is fine. Okay. So we'll fill both of these. Double our production. Okay, last one. Okay, so why hasn't that started? Let's get that going. Obviously at the moment, as we can see, we're only able to do 60 litres. That's okay. Right, so we're going to go with deep field red. This time, instead of creating a cassadia like we just have, we're going to create a Brisford ale. So 65. Now, when we do come to these bigger machines, with these we can lock the temperature at these required temperatures to stay at that specific temperature for us. It's a shame that we can't have access to being able to put those through ourselves, but we can get to those as we are progressing. So we're going to carry on with making alcohol. Now, I'd be quite interested to see what we could do differently. That one needs boiling. Okay, so with that, it doesn't look right. Okay, I'm just having a look at our different pots. Well, because without just with our malt that we added, that gave us quite a bit. So let's add our Fugwell hops. This will give us a Bristford ale. So we've got 35% on the Bristford ale with this one. So tell you what we'll do, I was gonna add flavour, but we'll do this one without it. They're ready to be moved over to there. Okay, those over here. We've still got 30 litres left. So realistically, that's going to kind of throw things out, I think. We'll try it. We should be able to get 3 more crates out of 30 litres. Don't count me on that though. I could be wrong. With it only being 0.5, I don't see why we shouldn't. Yeah, there you go. It's gonna do all the 3. Okay, now with our pasteurizing fridge, we can drop those in there for now. That's now done and ready for us. Okay, so we'll now add those into our labeling. How we're looking here, we need temperature set on that one. Let's do another Bristford ale concoction here. Okay, and we'll put that over there, grab that, that's 95, that's now ready to be transferred to our fermentation. We've run out of labels on that one, Captain. Right, okay. We'll go and run those to our machine. Okay. Now, that is empty. We'll run that there. Pull this down. That's now ready. So what we'll now do is we'll put those in our pasteurizing fridge. So that's now in progress. Okay, so that's now ready to go to our other fermentation. Again, we'll grab a mixture of yeast and we will see what gives us the best result. So, Bavaria Cloud is going to give us 5 on refreshment, 1 on heaviness, 4 on lightness, 2 on acidity, and 4 on sweetness. That one's going to give us all the 2s. Wild Hop Cell is going to give us 5 on refreshment, 1 on heaviness, 3 on lightness, 5 on acidity, and 2 on sweetness. The Vermix is 2 on refreshment, no heaviness, 4 lightness, 2 acidity, and 4 sweetness. Whereas the Rustic Crown is going to give us a 1 on refreshment, 5 on heaviness, 1 on lightness, 3 on acidity, and 4 on sweetness. Now, looking into this, the only one that's going to give us the best trait is going to be our Rustic Crown. So that will give it a heaviness, which is fine. Stop there. We'll grab another one if we've got another one here somewhere. Yep. And we're going to do the same with this one, as they're both Brisford ales. Okay. Right, so we'll now set that to ferment. Okay. Get the fermentation done. Now, our pasteurizing is finished. Okay, so we'll go and get a bit of sleep as we can. Grab those and run those outside here. So these are the Casadiers. Right, now let's have a look on our contracts. Have we got any for Casadier? None at all. Ah, okay. I will just sell all. Okay. Now we've got one here for a keg. Have we got any others? Nope. Not for a keg anyway. So we'll go and we'll grab a keg here. Okay. So they want a 50-litre keg of Brisford ale. So we'll bring that over to our keg filler. Suppose we could call it our bottling and keg room. Those are both ready. Okay. So what we're gonna do is, because we've got 60 litres of Brisford ale, and our keg is only 50 litres, we'll run the 60 litres in a bottle, and then when we've done the keg, we can then move that on to the bottling to do that final 10. And then that will give us 70 litres. That will give us 70 litres then in bottles, and 50 litres in our other. So with this, we need to press E. So that then does that. Then we have a handle here. We pull that down and we are done. Okay, so rather than running it all the way out there, we'll go straight to contracts, click on that, and we are done. But we've still got it in hand. How does that work? Okay, so we've still got 49 litres. What? Okay, that's baffling. They asked for a 50 litre and they got 1 litre. Hey? Okay, never mind. Right. We'll just sell that. Oh well. We succeeded in one way. Never mind. That was completely mind-boggling. Right. So we want 3 crates for on here. That's gonna do the bottles. Okay. So we've still got 30 litres left in that one. So we'll now put those over there so they can get labelled and capped. We'll put our empty crates there and run another batch of bottles through. We're going to need more labels and more caps. Okay. What we got? We got 10 of each of those. We'll place those while we're waiting into our fridge, ready to be pasteurized. We've got our 3 there, so we'll put our empties on that side, and we'll run that. We'll get the labels and caps done, move those over to here, and as you can see we have no alcohol left, so we come over to the keg filler, we transfer beer, and we want to transfer that to the automatic pouring. Okay, so now we've done that, we'll grab a crate and we'll run that through. So obviously that's only going to need 20. So that is now finished. We'll grab these here because they're now ready to be pasteurized. Okay, I'll run those on that side, grab that on there. Okay, right, that is done and dusted. So just waiting for those to pasteurize, then we can put those over there and we can see if we can sell them. Let's move those there. We'll grab that open and go over here, grab our last crate, and we'll whack that in the fridge. Okay, so we've still got quite a lot of ingredients to go through. So you don't really need to spend a lot of money, which is quite handy, to be honest. I would like to investigate this silken wheat and see what we can create from that. Again, that's a new ingredient to me that we haven't actually used on the channel. That got unlocked when we leveled up the other day. I didn't get around to getting it until we did this big pile of ingredients. So we'll leave the one here, and we'll carry on with bringing the ingredients we've got into our shelving. What's that? And that's flavoring. That's hops. Okay. So we now have pasteurized alcohol. So that is a B rating, and we'll head over to here and see whether we've got a contract worth it, which we have. Brilliant. Okay. So we've got 3 contracts with 8. So those 2 require acidity. We can't do that one with what we've currently got. But we can certainly get rid of what we have here. Right, sell all. 136. Okay, right. So what we do now need to order as well while we're here is we need to get our water sorted. We'll put together a mix with the silken wheat and we'll see what we can create. You just have to bear with us while we pour in the water. It's not the fastest of processing. But there we go, that one was the faster bit. Okay, so we'll run that and put that on our shelf. How did we end up with that? Okay. Right, so a dirty keg that I didn't realise we got until now. This is our keg cleaner, so we will drop that there and we will just do that, and now our keg is clean. So there's something not quite right because we did a 50-litre keg and it only took 1 litre from us. So that was very, very strange. Okay, so our silken wheat, that will allow us to create Holbrook Hellers at 30%, Brisford Ale 10%, and Cassadeer 8%. So we'll go with the Hollowbrook Hellers and we will produce that and see what result we get from doing this one. Okay, so again, temperature always is bang on 65. That doesn't change. Now we've got ingredients down here that we can look into for our Hollowbrooks. I think we'll go with a cherry flavour. Let's first of all have a look. So with our Citravale, that's going to make us a idea. The Hollowbrook hops is going to give us 50%. Barnwood floral, that's going to give us 45%, and Tropic Flare is going to give us 57%. Now, out of all four of those, the Tropic Flare hops is our best option. So rather than ruining the Tropic Flare hop with a cherry, I'm going to change the flavouring to a banana flavour, because that's more tropic. So we'll drop that, and that there. We'll drop those there. Grab a banana flavouring, and we'll add that. So we'll now have a lightness trait and a banana aroma trait. So it will really give our Hollowbrook Hollows a really nice tropical flavouring, as well as aroma. So we want to boil that at 95. We'll wait for that to do. So while we wait, we'll grab a mixture of different yeast that we've got ready, to see which one of the yeast is going to give us the best result. But as you can see, the traits are showing lightness and aroma. So we'll now move that to the fermentation. Okay, so if we go with ferment, that's going to give us 2%, but 2 on our refreshment. It's going to give us 2 on our acidity and 4 on our sweetness. The rustic crown gives us 1 on the refreshment, 5 on heaviness, 3 on acidity, and 4 on sweetness. The yeast, well, yeast is going to give us 2 refreshment, 2 heaviness, 2 acidity, and 2 sweetness. The wild hop cell is going to give us 5 on the refreshment, 1 on heaviness, 5 on acidity, and 2 on sweetness. So that gives us 3 traits added to our aroma trait. Whereas if we go with the Bavaria Cloud, that's only going to give us refreshment and lightness, but our rating is showing 74. Our rating for the wild hop cell is 79. Same with the yeast. The yeast well. same with the rustic crown. So the main important thing that we want to be looking at is the beer styles. And so far we've got Fermix, which gives us 77% on the Holbrook Hellers and 77% with the Bavaria Cloud. Now, with the Fermix, the only trait we stick with is lightness, whereas the Bavaria Cloud gives us refreshment. So let's stick with our Bavaria Cloud, because that yeast seems to do us really, really well. So we'll go there and we'll add 12 on our temperature. We'll put our yeast back here. Okay, so that's doing its job for us. We have no liquid left in the keg filler. 30 caps and labels there. No beer in the bottle filler. We've still got quite a bit of stuff outside, but what we'll do, we'll grab a box of labels and a box of caps. We'll relieve that to our lagering vat. Now while that's doing that, we'll get our head down. So that's almost done for us. There we go. We'll go automatic pouring. Now, have we got any contracts? We've got one here. Nothing specific in the way of trait, so we could easily do those two. And they want those in 6 days, so we'll give it to them before then, because all we need to do is leave our automatic filler now to do our job. Okay, so that's going to leave us with 30 litres, which will do another 3 crates. Those are ready to be transferred. Okay, so we'll put those over there, grab those, and we'll drop those off, grab another bottle crate and drop those in there. Okay, now we've run out of labels like I thought we would. So we'll add those onto our machine there. That is almost done. Honestly, that does really make huge difference, allowing us have a lot more opportunity to be hands-free on these machines. Okay. So we'll have these ready for our customer this morning. While we're on the subject of getting things ready, we could pour the water straight into that there. We'll grab those. We'll open our fridge and we'll let those pasteurize. Okay. Grab our empty crates from here. Now, what have we got? We've got 40 litres there. Grab that. So we're going to fill these while we wait for the pasteurizing. Now, with the automation machines that run with the staff, we can't add flavouring to those. So if we want to do our own aroma, we have to continue doing it this way with the machines that we can manually make everything. Okay, so that is that. Is our pasteurizing done? Yep. Okay, so we can grab those. We've got more than enough than what the contracts ask for. But that's okay, because better to have more than not enough. Especially as we can grab that contract and do that one. Now I bet you the rest are all Brisford ales, in which yes they are. So we can sell the rest of those. Now we've got 5,018 in the bank. So while we are in the shop, let's scroll down and we'll have a look now at the big bags of products. So Brisford Brown big bag. Oh yeah, we're full. I forgot that one. Right, we'll move those. So we really want to get our first big machinery going, so that we can start to ease ourselves into staff run machines. Obviously we still have to do things ourselves in the way of transferring it to the bottling and labeling, but that's okay, we can manage on that one. We got, yes, we have. Okay, so we haven't got any Bavarian cloud at this moment in time for for any of our stuff here, so we'll go with our ferment yeast, which now means that we can run over here and we can grab those. So this is where they're going to be working. What we do want to organize is a storage rack. You definitely want one of those. You're no good without one. So we'll grab that and we're going to give them a storage rack right here. They haven't got far to travel to get those. Now we need 2 staff members. We need one for the brewing and we need one for the fermentation. So we'll have a look. We've got wages 60. We'll take him and we're going to take this gentleman. Okay. So now we can head over to our machines here and we can Crisford Brown, medium quality. So we want to change this here on our list to medium quality. And we also want Bugwells. We're going to assign Simon to this one and start the automation. And then we want to have a look. We've got Thermix low quality. Which is there. Assign, and we're going to assign Neil onto this one, and we'll start the automation. Now, while those two are busy working on those, we can concentrate on this side of things. So we'll grab a silken wheat from here. And so we can do something for us while they're concentrating on making the Crisford ale. So that helps us. I think with this one we're gonna go and grab the Cassadia. So we'll do a Cassadia while they're doing a Brisford ale for me. We want that at 95. So we can nip on through, have a look. We've got to transfer. We need to select that. So from now on, what do you mean no target that? Okay, I think what we need to do is move them up over. No, there we go. Okay, so that has now highlighted yellow, so we now no longer have to mess around with this panel. They will automatically transfer that for us. We'll give him some more water. We want you to do that. Fermix yeast gold. So start automation, and we want you to transfer it to our bigger vat. So this is going to give us a 85% Brisford ale. Why are you? I asked for Fermix, not yeast. Well, okay, so ignore that because it just decided it wanted to throw wobbly. Where's our Fermix? Low quality. That's going to give us sweetness. And still give us 70%. So how are we looking on here? Okay. So we are looking at 38% on the Cassadia, which is fine. Transfer that to there. Oh, get comfortable. Okay. So that's now gone over to there. We'll grab a mixture of yeast. There we go. So Bavaria Cloud, that's going to give us refreshment, lightness and sweetness, but it's not going to give us the Cassadia that we wanted. That's only going to give us the Hollabrook, which we don't want. So the ones that are going to give us the Cassadia are Rustic Crown or our Wild Hop Cell. Now, we can either go with Wild Hop Cell and have refreshment and light, or we could go Fermix. No, it's not. Sorry, it's Rustic Crown, and that will give us our sweetness only. so I think we'll go with the wild hop cell, because then we've got 2 traits on this one. So okay. So now we want to ferment that at 12 degrees. We'll drop all of these back here. How are we looking down here, boys? Okay, so you've got your second batch ready. So he won't move that over to here until we move it ourselves. So now that lagering is from his first batch that we just seen. This one is now ready to be moved to the lagering vat over there. Now, with this having the 200 litres capacity, that is going to make things a lot easier for us. Before we do that, why don't we transfer, because we've got plenty coming, so we'll transfer this over to our keg system. Because I know we did have some Bristford ale keg jobs, so we'll now take that and we'll put that in our pickup point. We'll go get our head down, head to the machine. That's requiring 1. Okay, brilliant. So that is that one. We've got one for a 30 litre, so we can accept that one. So we need to go into the shop before we run off, and we need to look for a 30 litre, which we've got there. Okay, so we'll run that over to here. Again, we'll fill that straight into there. Okay, now, right, so what it looks like is happening when you hold the keg. Oh, they get returned to us as well. Okay. But yeah, when we when we're sending the kegs, it's better to send those to the pickup point, because then obviously they all disappear. Not just 1 litre, but at least they return the kegs to us, which then means that we are able to reuse those. We'll transfer that over. We'll go and fill those back up. So then we've got them ready. You never know if there might be any more sale for Bristford ale of in kegs, so we'll get those ready. We'll run to the computer. Contracts. Right, no, so there's nothing at the moment, so we can put those in storage. Now we moved our alcohol that we've just done ourselves, which is the Casadilla. We can move those onto here. Let's get those out of the way for now. What I am going to invest in while I'm here as well, I'm going to invest in a second pouring machine. It's a good idea in one way and a bad idea in others, because obviously we've got to keep an eye on all the machines ourselves on this side of things, but we can manage this. We can do it. Put our heads together as a great crew and we'll work our way through it to start production on a lot more incoming. Right, so we want our 3 empty crates. So with that one, we've got 30 litres left. So we'll run those. We're going to transfer what we've got in here to our automatic pouring machine. And he's got another batch there ready. We need to grab some more labels. That would help. Okay. Oop, there's a door there. Oh. Right. Okay, so... No, okay. You're not going to let us. I don't know why. Try again. There we go. Just have to come out and go back in. Right, so that one now is empty. This one here, we've got 200 litres in, which is fine. Grab those. I'll take those and put those there. Then we'll grab our 3 crates that are done. Drop those in our fridge ready for pasteurization. Grab our empties and we'll drop those on there ready. And we'll now run those through. And we should now, by the sounds of the ping, we should now be able to transfer that into our second automation. So we want to now start that machine at the same time we'll grab 6 crates of beer bottles and we'll go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 and 3. So now we are doubling our production of bottle filling, and once we have the funding to do so, we will also get a second bottling machine to help us with the demand. So we've got all of our cassadia here. We'll throw those into the fridge so that they can be pasteurized. We'll grab that and we'll do a first batch of those. Now we do have a pallet there which we could use for the full pallets. Sorry, for the full crates that are labelled. But we will get to that at some point. Obviously, I want to be able to have empty bottles in crates in one area and production of done crates in the next. So we'll grab those, we'll put those over here, and we'll start the production of those. Pasteurizing of our cassadia is now done. We can run those to our pickup point and we can have a look and see if we've got anybody in our contracts, which the answer to that is no. So we can click sell all, which will give us 1700, which we can then purchase a capping machine for 1200, which works out absolutely fantastic because now we can pour water into there. Another batch underway on that side. Now grab our machine for capping. So that will now sit with that one there. So we can now get down here and sort both machines. What I'm gonna do for now is we'll run that back there, go down here and grab those, because we've got 170 in that one and the same in that one, so they're both the same. Okay, so we'll grab those and drop them there, because we can now put those in our fridge and have those all going in there. We want to grab another pack of labels, and we want 6 of the crates. Okay, 1, 2, and 3, and the same that side. Before the shop closes, we need to nip here and grab. Where is it? Where is it? There they are. We need 3 of those, and we'll grab some more of those. Okay, so we've still got plenty of funds in the bank. You've got no water, so we'll give you some more water. Then we'll run in here. Now, this machine, we have 70 labels already, but we're going to take those and we're going to put fresh labels in place. We'll drop those there. Now, we can grab those, turn the machine on. We want to nip out here, and we want to find empties. There's 1, there's 2, and there's our 3rd. But our hands are full, so we're now going to drop those off. Go and grab our last empty. Our pasteurizing is done on that. Okay, now this is going to be a huge profitable way of doing this. I know it's only Brisford ale at the moment, but that is going to be one huge step forward. We'll go down here. We'll do the same there. Okay, now they're done for us. So we can grab these that are done, and we can run those outside because we don't need those there. And now we can grab these. This is going to help us when we get any more beer festivals coming through as well. Okay, so I want to grab our crates and throw those this end. Grab those, and we'll drop those here, and same here. Bring those back to here. Okay, and then repeat the process. We'll grab those, and we'll run these on here and there on those. So we've got just 100 litres remaining. so we'll be absolutely fine in our production here. Again, this is going to make us the most money going forward. So that we can start looking at other things. I absolutely enjoy this game completely. And I was to say, I would definitely recommend it to anybody who enjoys the satisfaction of relaxing and enjoying simulator games. Yes, it's not so hard and strenuous in learning how the best way to manage the income for this. I thought personally with my ADHD I would struggle, but I kind of sat there and I watched a load of tutorials beforehand through YouTube. I had a look at how others were playing their level, and I've just learned from that and kind of gone, okay, this is where we can change with the whole production chain, and we're not constantly running back and forth. You know, just being able to produce the amount that we're producing through the way we're doing it, it's just, yeah, it really it will make such a huge difference. And having the chain effect where you have the empty crates on one side and the full crates on the other, honestly, it's just amazing. It really is such a great way of doing this. You know, it's less time having to run and grab crates and less time to bottle and pack. Everything's just done. You know, obviously we still need to go and collect our bottles in the crates, but you know, it's just, yeah, it can be done, it can be left, and we can just get on and do other little things that are available to do. Right, so we are currently low on our crates. He's got no water. Our target vat is still full, but we can ask him to make another batch so that when we are ready, we can transfer those over. So that is those done, and let's have a look. Right, we're out of labels. So we need 2 labels, 2 caps, and then we need to nip here and drop those in. So that can carry on for us, and we'll do the same with that one. So they're all up and running. We'll open that and we'll prepare ourselves. So we've got 6 crates of 20 waiting to be labelled. We've got 20 litres left in our machine. So that actually pans out quite well for us, because we only need 2 crates on each, which will tie in just perfect. Okay, so we'll drop those there, those there. We'll grab our empties from there, drop those. Okay, so with us having 20 litres left, we are going to need another crate, because we've still got 10 litres left there. But what we can do for now is we can run those and put those on here. We want to open our fridge. Want to make sure all our labeling is done on those, and we'll place those in here. Go and get our kit over here. Now I'm only going to buy the one for now. That will now empty that one, and there are no beers left in that one. So we'll grab our empties from here while that last crate is filling, and we can run those in there like so. Now we'll grab these empties and put those there. We've got finished products here, so we'll run those down to here. Now we've only got 40 of the crates left, so I don't see the point in putting the hundreds. May as well grab the 20s because they are all we're gonna need. No, I made a mistake there. Right, okay. You know what? We'll run. It was 2 of each I needed. So, okay. Well, we'll just run those and do the 20. What we got there? Pack of 70. And same with those. They're no good. So we are gonna need hundreds after all. Oh, okay. That was me not realizing. So just ignore me on that one. We're better off with the 100 to just those. So that's 20 of those now, and 20 of those. So 40. So that's all 40 done this side, all 40 done that side. There's no beer left in there and no beer left in that one. So we'll set these to pasteurize. We need our empty crates from here. And then once they are done, we can go ahead. So what we want to do is we want to shut the machines down. Because we're not going to need those straight away. Come on. There it is. A guessing game with that. Right. So that is all our alcohol now pasteurized. So we've got Bristol Ale sweetness. Okay, so let's have a look at our list. See if we can do that one. Yep. So we've doubled or almost tripled our production. We've reached level 12. So we've got deep field red malt low quality big bag, clear base pale malt big bag low quality, Carmond amber malt low quality big bag, Hologold malt low quality big bag, Farnwell floral flora hops low quality big bag, Hollowbrook hops low quality big bag, Ferment yeast high quality, Bavaria cloud yeast medium quality, Bugwell hops high quality, Lagering Vat 600 litres, fermentation vat 600 litres, and a brewing vat 600 litres, rustic crown yeast, low quality big bag, citrus lift yeast, low quality big bag, Bavarian cloud yeast, low quality big bag, and silken Watt malt, low quality big bag. I don't know why it says what. It's actually silken wheat. They've missed the E out of the lettering. But yes, that is now level 12. Have we got any Bradford ale in our? Yes, we have. I just remembered. And we've still got a load of bottles left as well. Okay, so let's head here and we'll have a look. See, we've got this one here, so we can prove that one. We haven't got any Hollowbrook Hales or Hellers, sorry. Haven't got any of those at the moment. So with what alcohol we've got, we're just gonna sell it, and we're gonna get $6,788. So we have made a successful pull on all the alcohol that we have ordered and made and sold. So we want to up our ante with our beer crates. We now want to gain those. So what we'll do, we'll just move everything that is on the outside. Okay. So we've got yeast on wild hop cell. That wasn't meant to go down there. Where's that gone? There it is. That. Now that can go down there. Cherry aroma there. Chili aroma. Grab a load more. So we are still quizzing on our intake of money. So we're not going to complain at that one. Citravale hops down there. Banana and yeast. And we're going to grab the rest of those. Need sorting, so we may as well grab those and put them at least into some semblance of order. Now, go there. Go. Right. Okay. We are almost there. Now, we are going to need some more what am I thinking? Gonna need some more labels. That's the one. That's the word we're looking for? Thank you, brain. That is a definite must because we're looking quite low. So what we're going to do is we're going to get those ordered very, very shortly. Whoa. My eyes off the ball. Okay. Right, so we want that there. Wild hop seed yeast. That goes with the rest of the malt. That there with our flavouring. No, I want you down there. Thank you. Right, okay, so let's head here. Now, what we want to do is we want one of those, and we want two of those. Okay, so two of each. We want those. Then we want to jump over to here and grab those. No. Okay. So you're not going to play ball. Now you are. Okay. So we want to make sure we've got plenty. We've probably gone overkill, but if we think logically, we are going to need those anyway, because we have such a great system going. We don't kind of want to lose that system. So what we'll do, we'll run those on one shelf. Now, this is always the bit that's non-productive, but we will prevail and we shall get going with the rest. So I'm kind of having a thought about how we've got everything currently placed. I'm thinking about moving the production of the bottling and the label and capping into here because this seems to be a better alternative in size, and then run this one as our storage. Not too sure at the moment. I mean, maybe as we progress further on, then that would be something to look at. But at the moment, there is more than enough room for us to be doing what we're doing. If we were going to run a third machine bottling and another one for obviously capping and labeling. Couldn't think. This brain is going right. So, as I was trying to say, if we can create that chain where we need more than the required machines we currently have, that's when we need to then look into it and go, okay, can we do it this way? Can we do it that way? But for the size of our current production, the way we're doing it, we don't need to worry there. Okay, so that's gonna have to sit outside for now, just until I can come up with a solution for that. So we shall now run all these into here. Let's grab our other shelf. We'll place that there. We'll clear our hands. Grab that way we can grab more of our crates. Oh, so yeah, it does seem like we've kind of gone way overboard, but as you just witnessed from my last production of alcohol, we were at least over 6,000. Just from that 400 liters that we made. We've got another 600 liters already to start producing. So yeah, it's kind of keep on going, and we will eventually get a lot more made, a lot more sold, and a lot more funding. Obviously, you seen that we just unlocked the 600 litre versions. So again, that will be our next aim of machines to go for. We just have to build everything up as we go along. So that is almost there now. Grab another one. Okay. Health and safety would probably have a field day with how high everything is stacked. But we're not too fussed. As quick as they're here is as quick as we're gonna be dispatching anyway. We just want to get as many crates as we can in the room, so that at least then we've got them ready for us. So what we'll do is we'll now load 3 on there, and we'll load 3 on there. Okay, grab those, and we want to put those up there, and we'll just drop these anywhere for now. Okay, right. So we can now transfer this over. We've still got 40 litres left in the other machine. Only just realised that, and 40 litres left in there. So what we can do, go here, and we can grab 2 of those. And we also, while we're here, we'll grab, another one of those. Reason why we want another one of those is ordered 2. Okay, fine. That's even better for us. Do you want, while we're here, another 3 of the pasteurizing fridges? The reason for that will be that we can then have a production going and have our pasteurizing fridges filled. Now, how much room have we got? We've got enough room that we can send that one there. We'll do the same with that one, and we'll bring that one there. Okay. Now we've got the opportunity to do what we're doing here. That means that we can now pasteurize all of our alcohol a lot quicker. So this one's gonna have to sit here. Right. Okie dokie. So now we'll head over to our relief valve, transfer that into our other machine. We'll grab that keg, which we're finished with for now. Okay, grab those, and we'll finish what we have in here. We'll see if we can sell those. Okay, right. Run. Oop, don't want to go down there or get stuck. Okay. So stick those 2 on there, and those 2 are rated at C. While we're going to shop, we want to go here. Right. Custard deer here. Oh, okay. Well, they've lost out now. We'll sell those. Right then, ladies and gents, I hope you all enjoyed watching this evening. If you like what you see, please do like, share, and subscribe. And we will carry on with our mass production of alcohol tomorrow. Thanks again for watching. Have a great night.
Avast, ye scallywags! If ye enjoy this video, don't be a scurvy dog. Mash that like button and subscribe to me channel. Fair winds to ye all. Thanks for watching me hearties, and I'll see ye in the next voyage.